That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from South Philly. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But what he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Atwell sent in motion here. First carry here for Kyron Williams. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple. Atwell sent in motion here. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. Look wide, get this one complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, L.A.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They go play action with Stafford. Right back to Adams. He's got it again. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
1st and goal.
That is a big play for L.A. And even 30 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
And he will get into the end zone. Kyron Williams. Touchdown, Rams. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
Rams 7, Eagles nothing.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On first down, it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 15-yard pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, this is Blake Corum. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Second quarter now. Rams in control of the football as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. Atwell sent in motion here. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll go with the sneak. He'll have the 1st down. They'll get him up around the 37.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
Now 1st down throw for Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch-and-catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They run over center with Williams, and he'll be brought down at the 45. Nolan Smith makes the tackle.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He gets this complete, finding Adams. That is a big play for L.A. And even 30 yards.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
1st down, Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Atwell sent in motion here. Play action now for Stafford. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Atwell sent in motion here. Williams, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. Back up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal.
At the Eagles' 3-yard line.
Here's Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer. and you don't want your linebackers and secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision, and that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Third and goal. Now Stafford on third and goal. He's got his big tight end, Tyler Higbee. Touchdown, L.A.
Los Angeles.
Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Bigsby to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. Well, give them some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Second down throw for Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Now a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Hurts. There he goes again. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Back-to-back, gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
He'll get that out to Barkley. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's right side. He's got Calcaterra. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He takes off. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
A handoff, running left, it's Barkley. Finding space at the 15. And he's in! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Eagles will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Rams offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They've been able to move the ball with relative ease. Their first couple of possessions, both ending in touchdowns, but still they find themselves tied as they start with the ball again here on first down. They put Adams in motion. They motion a receiver right. On play action, it's Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Atwell sent in motion here. Off play action, it's Stafford. That is Cooper DeJean. At the big game in the Super Bowl. Here he's on the rush and records the sack.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap to Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
On first down, Stafford. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Stafford now on 3rd down. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10.
Kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Adoree Jackson makes the tackle.
At the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
At the 8-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
It's Stafford throwing from the pistol. To the goal line and in. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Hardy now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Rams have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Dotson, the man in motion. On 1st down, it's Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
A 7-yard pickup.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. Hurts gonna fire this one out to Smith. And he's not gonna be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's a handoff to Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They're running the counter with Barkley. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they get him down. It's no gain.
Taken down right at the
Defensive
line.
coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. That's taken in by Dodson. 14 yards on that pass play there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And an Eagles 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big game.
That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And on that 1st and goal, he is down inside the 10-yard line.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can, and now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
3rd and goal for Hurts. He'll try to run for it. And he's in! Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Crazy. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense and Davante Adams heading back onto the field. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. This is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To the air again. Stafford. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 10.
The Philly faithful making some noise on their feet before 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
That's a tough incompletion right there. Feels like that down was their only chance to extend this possession enough to end this game in regulation. I think the smart move here now is you have to punt this ball away. You cannot risk a 4th down failure and give your opponent a short field to get a chance to win it themselves.
The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. We're all even. 4th quarter for every drive. So important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it.
Complete to A.J. Brown. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Here is 2nd and 7. the shotgun. It's Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Bigsby to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Open man downfield is Brown. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, you can't ask for a better way to start overtime. What an exciting touchdown.
Yeah, and the quick strike now allows them to take complete control here in overtime. They are a defensive stop away from getting out of this one with a big win.
Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
2nd down, it's Stafford. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took Get the ball into the hands of your receiver. Pick up a first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a first down.
First down, Rams.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy, but you get paid to catch them all.
A huge play there in overtime. 33 yards. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Throwing again is Stafford. And it's intercepted. That ought to seal it. Picked off by Adoree Jackson.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and